All right, what's up, everyone? Happy Friday. I'm onto my podcast for today. I'm happy I made it to the end of the week doing all these podcasts, even though I feel like I haven't done one of these in a long time. But theoretically, I think I did one yesterday morning. I probably did one almost every day. So I mean, I wasn't really planning on doing every day, but I mean, I'm doing pretty nice. Like today, for example, I did everything I had to do today, and I worked and I hung out. I went to the park. I lived in the moment, and now I'm home settle in for the night watching football, watching North Texas and who are they playing? I don't know. I think USF, South Florida on football Friday night college. So I just like a chill Friday, and I'm like, let me throw the phone on, let me throw the podcast on, because it's almost like therapeutic for me. Like this is my therapy. I just go and like get my thoughts out on my journal, my digital journal. It's better than any therapy that people really use nowadays anyway. So it's great. It's like my therapeutic whatever wind me down because I gotta like rest up. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I have a girl coming over tomorrow, so I gotta be well rested for that. I was just thinking tomorrow's Saturday, and it's like I have the whole day free out because the girl's gonna leave probably by noon. And then I have the whole rest of the Saturday free, which is pretty rare for me. Usually I got like work to do on Saturdays and like in the fall. So I can't remember the last time in the fall I had a free Saturday all to myself. Like I'm planning on. I mean, like watching college football. I plan to like not do that and like do something like either on my own throughout the afternoon, like enjoy the fall air, or find something to do with. I mean, I got plans in the morning, but the afternoon, I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet. I got this paper in my hand because I don't have anything on paper right now. But I'm starting this vlog podcast, whatever you call it. So I'm gonna start doing things that bloggers and podcasters do because I'm this equal to them. I can do whatever they do just as fine. So I'm doing well, maybe not as good as them because they can't say the words probably, but unboxing, which means like you get stuff and then you show it to the camera. So it's like whatever I buy, I'm like, I might as well like sharing like what I buy to like my thought process or whatever. And maybe you see something I buy and you're like, oh, maybe I should think about doing that too. So the first one, like I told you guys before, I needed an ice tray because the ice maker in my thing isn't working. I needed an ice tray. And I'm like, I usually grew up and I have plastic ice trays, but then I don't really like plastic nowadays. Like I think it's bad for you, it's bad for the environment. Like it leaches into your like food or whatever. I don't think if it's frozen it will, but I'm like, I don't want plastic. I don't want plastic on my body, on my clothes with the polyester. I don't want plastic on anything. Like at all, really. I try to limit it as much as possible. So I got ice maker, but I got a stainless steel when I paid a bit of a premium. I get paid $18, but yeah, it was $18, a lot of money, but I don't care. It's worth it for me. Like money's below me, like I was telling you, but I'm still pretty like I don't like spending money, but still money's below me. So I'm like, I might as well get something that's gonna like help my health. Like I don't want no plastic in there. I don't think it affects it, but somehow I don't know. I don't really know how it works, but like it makes ice, and then it's somehow easy to pull out. It's stainless steel. I thought it was gonna be hard to take the ice out because it sounds like ice would stick to the metal, but apparently, it's easy to dislodge the ice. So I got ice makers now. I'm gonna use this to make green tea or the matcha tea. So green tea is different than matcha. There's green tea, which is like green tea. You put some lemon in there, put some ice in there. I got iced green tea with lemon. And then the other one is matcha, which is like this powdery thing. You mix it with like milk or like water, and you have like a matcha latte, which are also pretty popular. But ice is I can do that for both. I can do that for the matcha and the green tea. So I got ice maker now, so that's exciting. I'm gonna use tap water to make the ice. But my other unboxing, which isn't really an unboxing, is this I got at the store. It's just the water I buy. It's natural spring water bottled at the source. And that's the water I drink because I don't want to be drinking the tap water with all the stuff they put in it to treat it. Like obviously people have been drinking for decades, they're fine, but like why be fine? We can be like a little better than fine. So I'm trying to be a little better than fine. So I'm getting the bottle at the source, natural spring water. Honestly, I should be pouring it. Oh no, pouring it into the ice and making the ice like that. But then it's like, oh, I gotta buy this water all the time. And it's heavy. I have to walk home with this, like a few blocks. It's heavy, but it's my workout for the day, I guess. I got two more things to unbox, so it's already taking up a good amount of time. I swear I could do this podcast for like hours, but I lose my breath a little bit because I talk a little bit too fast. Then I speed it up. I'm gonna even open this a little. Toothbrush. I got new toothbrushes, but instead of the regular toothbrushes, which I'm buying my entire life, I bought a new toothbrush this time. Hopefully, it's actually what it is. It's a bamboo toothbrush, so natural material. Because I was reading, I don't know how what I read is true. Like, could be made up, but apparently the plastic bristles on your toothbrush, you know how it gets worn out. So like as you're brushing your teeth, you're wearing it out, and the microplastics go into your body. So I'm like, let me buy this whatever biodegradable bamboo toothbrush. I would say the brand, but they're not really paying me, so what's the point? I just got some bamboo toothbrushes. And if there's the brand listening, like let me know and like I'll say your brand or whatever. But look at this. Look at this. It's already lightweight. This is my first time opening. They even numbered it. Why they number a toothbrush? Look, there's number 3 on the toothbrush. Like they even label it for me. But look, it's made out of bamboo, and the bristles are plant-based bristles. I don't really know if it's made out of bamboo. Oh, it's castor oil-based bristles, and I heard a lot of good things about castor oil. I don't really know what it is. But I heard castor oil is somehow very healthy for like anything. Rub on your skin, eat castor oil. I don't even know what castor is, so I don't know what castor oil is. This apparently has castor oil bristles in a bamboo base, which is like amazing. I should have brought my plastic one out here. That's a plastic base and a plastic bristles. I got like freaking natural bristle and a natural brush. I'm gonna start using these and feel like a little better about myself. So when I rub it off, at least I'm like eating plants. And not no plastic. I think plastic's made out of oil. Like I don't think oil is like good to eat or leach into your food. Obviously, it's linked to a whole bunch of really bad things. This plastic world we live in. So let me repack my bamboo toothbrushes. So if I ever got any visitors, they can freaking get a bamboo toothbrush. I care about people. It's like nice. I should have put my phone on do not disturb because sometimes I get text messages and that distracts me. Oh, the other thing I was going to talk about before I get to the last thing in my unboxing is this football game I'm watching. I'm watching South Florida, ranked 24th in football, against North Texas, who's 5-0 in football. I just want to give a shout out because sometimes these conferences in college sports, like some of them get like not enough coverage, not enough like respect. The big conferences like Big Ten, ACC, SEC. Not even all they got. They've been really consolidating it down. Is it really just those three now? Big 12. Big 12 is a big one. Yeah, no more Pac 12, but Big 12. That's like 4. But there's this conference, American Athletic Conference, that I want to shout out because there's some really good teams in this conference. And like people don't realize like they're good at basketball, they're good at football, they're probably good at other sports too. But it's this conference. They got South Florida, North Texas, 2 really good football teams. They got Army and Navy. They're decent. They're decent in sports. They play good defense in basketball and football. You got Florida Atlantic. They're pretty good at basketball, if I remember. Probably football too. UAB. UAB is good at basketball. North Texas is good at basketball too, and football. South Florida, obviously good at football, pretty good at basketball too. Memphis, really good at basketball. Used to be really good. I think they're just like pretty good now, but they're a good basketball team. Rice, pretty good. Temple, Charlotte, East Carolina, Tulane, Tulsa. I was confused those, but there's Tulane and there's Tulsa. I'm telling you, all these schools, like they're all decent. Like the conference is just like decent at everything. Like there's some good players in this conference. Like I don't blame them. I think it's in the south portion of the country, which, like I was saying, we're built for warm weather. So high school kids are gonna want to go somewhere warm. So this conference, American Athletic, a lot of good teams. And you got UTSA, which is San Antonio. So yeah, it's really like I feel like not overlooked. I mean, obviously people know about it, like, but it's a good conference. So I just want to give a shout out to them. That's the Friday night game. I was like, I like these colors and I like seeing new teams. Like, yeah, American Athletic Conference should, be more mainstream because there's some really good stuff going on in that conference. The third thing in my unboxing, I don't even know what it is. Oh, I got some soap. I got some natural soap, sandalwood soap. I'm very cognizant of like, self love and like what I put on my body nowadays. I'm not trying to just throw plastic on my body. I'm not just trying to throw plastic into my ice cubes, even though I don't think it's going to go into my ice cubes. But I'm not trying to throw chemicals on my skin either. I couldn't figure out the ingredients. So apparently, this is all natural ingredients. Ingredients. Sandalwood oil. I guess that's wood oil. All these types of oils, coconut water. I mean, sucrose. I don't think that's bad. Then I got this sorbitol, glycerol. Then I got all these propylene, glycol, cosanindipropi, but I don't even know. But I got some stuff in here. Maybe I'm like, I don't know about this. I was sketchy. I was like, why can't you like tell me all the ingredients so I can know before I buy it? But it is what it is. I'm probably gonna use it. Whatever. Like, I'm not super crazy about it, but like as best as I can. Like I'm not gonna buy like plastic and eat plastic and put plastic on my body. Like that's oil. It's not good for you. So yeah, I got this all natural soap, all natural toothbrushes, and a stainless steel ice making kit, also known as the stainless steel ice making tray. You can call it a kit, a tray, a box. I don't even care what you call it, but it's something to put the ice cubes in, and the ice cubes come out. I got this paper, I throw it away. And then I got this water that I already showed you, all natural spring water. You can always use some reminders. What else do I got? I got these avocados I got from ShopRite the other day. Some avocados. So like, look, I'm surrounded by like good stuff, and it's like you ever take your life for granted. It's like you got some avocados, you got some water, you Got some bananas over there. I got some all natural soap, all natural toothbrush, all natural whatever, stainless steel. I had a football game on the TV, and I'm filming my podcast. It's still like early in the evening, and I got plans tomorrow morning. I'm seeing this girl that we get along really well. She's coming over, so yeah, I gotta rest up for that. That should be a great time. Like I like seeing her, and then after I see her, yeah, I got the whole afternoon free on Saturday. So like I don't know, like I'm open to anything. Like maybe play sports, maybe do something fun, maybe do something fall activity, maybe go somewhere if I find someone, but I'll just stay local. Maybe do something active. I don't know. I'm just excited. I got a free Saturday. Like wherever the day takes me, I don't really plan ahead. Like I have plans like I can think of, but honestly, just wake up, do what I got to do, and then like the rest of the afternoon, I'll be like, oh, wherever the wind takes me, whatever I'm feeling in that moment. Because like I feel like how I want to feel now. It's like, oh, I want to do this tomorrow. But by the time you actually get to tomorrow, by the time you actually get to the afternoon, by the time you're actually like, oh, I'm ready to go do something, you might be in a completely different mind space, a completely different headset, and a completely different like you want to do this and you want to do that. So it's always good to leave room for like something to do spontaneous because you're changing from second to second. So it's like, oh, what I wanted to do a few seconds ago, oh, now I want to do something different. I mean, sometimes you want to do the same thing, but it's always good to have like some leeway. So yeah, I'm just excited for Saturday to see where the day takes me. And I am starting to take my podcast, a little, trying to put a little bit of structure into it, just a little because I like my free flow. At the end of the day, even though I was really impressed, I got like 20 views, 30 views, and I'm like so grateful. Like anything, like any view at all is like amazing. Just even one, and that's like amazing. Like, I'm surprised anybody watches it, but I think I give some good information. So yeah, keep watching, but also, who knows, maybe half those views are me. Like I like to look back at my podcast and be like, oh wow, you said something pretty smart there. Which yeah, I got two topics. I guess they're dating related. I'm gonna be a dating coach as well, and I guess as to me referring myself as smart. Yeah, I guess the first topic is this whole thing about men in the USA have to date down, like date below them, for like the vast majority of women in this country. Because personally, I even noticed the same thing. It's like the women I date, it's like wow, like really looking back, it's like wow, I'm smarter than them. Like socially, I'm better than them. Like I'm better even at cooking than them. I'm better at doing the dishes. Like they don't even know how to do like the dishes or the dishwasher. Like they'll stack the dishes on top of each other in the dishwasher. And I'm like, no, it's not how it works. Each dish needs its own little area in the dishwasher so it gets clean. But if you stack it on top of each other, it's not gonna get clean because they're blocking each other. But some of these girls like they don't like think or they like it's weird. It's funny. Like they're not like as smart as I am. They just can't figure things out. So like I was better at all these things. Like I'm more like pleasant to be around. Like I'm more grateful for the little moments. I like don't start arguments. Like I'm so peaceful and like all these things. And I'm like, oh, and also like I'm kind of like also more attractive to them, which is crazy. Like usually you think the women's gonna be more attractive, but honestly, like overall, like I'm the more attractive person generally. So it just goes back to yeah, men really got to date down to like get anything going here. So because yeah, like I'm in better shape than them. I eat healthier. I work out more, I exercise more, and like I just like look better, like physically, obviously mentally, like smarter, sharper. You know, it's like this is what I got to deal with nowadays. Like, but it is what it is. I live in this country, so that's like my solution is like I can get like instead of just having to rely on this one American woman to do things, I can get like more like instead of like one, like two, three, four, five, six, however many you need to like help out each other because it's a struggle for a lot of them to figure things out. So I need like I don't know a few extra like one can like cook, one can clean, one can support each other, one can like do this and do that. But honestly, I really don't need them to do actually anything. If they're just feminine and like positive and happy about life and grateful about life, I want to like enjoy life together. Like that's really like the main thing I'm looking for. So as long as they're feminine, like don't like to argue for no reason, like or at peace, like that's really the two main things I look for. Because everything else, like cooking, cleaning, I mean, I'm more than welcome if they want to, they can do that. But like, I'm really like fine doing that stuff on my own. Like I really am. But if they're just feminine and like have the same ideals about like raising kids. Like that's really like what I got to deal with. That's what I got to work with in front of me. Like find a few different women, and they can like help each other out, work together instead of just having one woman who's like not the smartest, not the best at cooking. I will say that we're better at cleaning than me. Like I really struggle with cleaning. That's my weak point. They were better cleaners than me, except the dishes. I was better at the dishes. So like yeah, we gotta like date down in the USA, men to women, because men like develop themselves and women don't. They just kind of like society tells them like you find the way you are, like you don't do stuff for other people, for men, like you don't do that, you're empowered. But it's kind of like, oh well, that's not really how it's supposed to work. Like, you're supposed to embrace your femininity, and you're supposed to embrace like what you like doing. You're supposed to develop yourself as well. And you're supposed to like bring stuff to the relationship. And like if you don't, it's like, okay, fine, I really don't care, but at least be feminine and be happy and be like grateful for the little things and like walk through life, with me, like, and enjoy like all the nice things and stuff we have. But can't even find that because like the femininity is like slowly trained out of them, especially if they grew up in the USA. That's why I always debate like, oh, it'd be nice to go to like South America or some other country in the world where like they don't do that. They don't like masculinize the women. You find like a more feminine woman and like they're happier, definitely happier, definitely more positive, more grateful for life. Just have a general better outlook on life. So like I'm always tempted to like go to like South America to like find that, or another place in the world where they're still feminine. Yeah, but I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna do that. I mean, it's not like I'm burning desire to go do that because it's like whatever. I like America. I like where I live. It's fine. I got everything set up here, so it's like I'll work with what's in front of me. Like I'll find, maybe I'll find a woman here that's feminine. It's gonna be difficult, but I'll probably find it one day if I can find like a few of them, so like I'll help out each other, and like if they, go on the same page with the raising kids, raise some kids together, because I mean it's important for that, especially to have like you know a masculine influence in their life. Like that's important to me, so I want to make sure like the women are like into me and like ready to stick around through whatever, so I can like be a good influence on the kids. So yeah, that's like my idea or whatever. So that's that one. My other topic, oh, like the dating apps. Like I know they get like a bad reputation. Like all the people always complain about dating apps. Oh, the people on here suck. And well, it is true. The people on there like do kind of like aren't that great. Like they're unattractive. Like they're combative. They're mean. Like at least the girls that I go across are like, yeah, a lot of them are unattractive. A lot of them are like kind of like salty and like mean and like very like aggressive for like it's kind of like masculine. I don't like that. But also like I kind of like it because all these women like to travel a lot and they some of them do interesting stuff. So if I match with them, like I talk to them, like send them like some voice messages, and I'll be like, oh, where should I go to do this? Where should I go to do that? Or like I don't know, how can I get better at yoga? Or like what like kind of art stuff do you do, or like what kind of dance stuff do you do? Like I can learn about that type of thing. So I just chat with them. Like I learn stuff even if they live far away. I'll be like, oh, okay. I get some travel tips. I get some life tips. Some read. I get a lot of reading tips, like books. Like women do like to read, which is I like women that knows how to read because it shows she has some like something going on, smart wise, which is eloquence. So I really like when they do that. So yeah, I learn a lot from them. So I really don't. I kind of like the dating apps now because I get to like get some information, like learn some things. Because yeah, I mean, I feel about like, the best way to learn is like from other people, like other human beings, because we're all in this, together. And no one human being can like learn everything and do everything. So that's why like we're a collaborative social, species. So yeah, I kind of like it. That I was like, yeah, I learned a bunch of stuff on there. Well, those are my two topics for today. I feel like the whole men dating down thing to women might be a little controversial, but like I feel like social media can be like a little controversial. But and if it resonates with you, great. Like men date down in USA, because like what are women offering like in this society culture at this moment? You guys can comment. Like let me know if I'm wrong and delusional. Like you let me know. Like if you're empowered, independent, got a great job, like you can argue all that type of things. Like yeah, let me throw some controversial stuff on there. See if I can like get some conversation going, because this stuff resonates with me. If it resonates with you, like don't fight against it. Be like, oh, actually, you know what, that kind of makes sense. Like I've been in relationships. The man is smarter. Does this, does that, does all these things. I just kind of like hang out, and if you resonate, you think about things like that. It's like, oh, it's good to learn. But like I was saying before, like men and women are supposed to live in perfect harmony, and like I do believe in that. But it's like two poles, like masculine and feminine, so they're supposed to be opposite. So they're supposed to like balance each other out, and that's how it's supposed to be. But in my opinion, the dating like marketplace is kind of like our what's it called, dystopian. Like everybody's complaining about everyone. Like even the people that stay together in like relationships and marriages, they're still complaining, and like and then dating in general, like being single, is like, oh, the women complain about the men not being or being like toxic or whatever, and the men complain about the women being like, I guess, toxic in another way. So it's very dystopian, like pretty bad. So I'm gonna throw some commentary in there. It might get like people always love debating. Oh, men suck. Oh, women suck. I'm like, honestly, I feel like men date down in the USA. So I think the men have a lot of struggles, but the women probably are worse. But I don't really blame the women. It's kind of like society programming them to be this way. So I don't really blame them themselves. It's just kind of like how they've been programmed, and at this point, it's just what I got to deal with in the dating world. But I really don't care. Like I said, we don't really need anybody. Like we're supposed to be like independent, like on our own. In terms of like fulfillment, like we're part of the universe. The trees, the world, the sky, the even other human beings, animals. We're all like connected in the same universe. We all come from like the same source. So we're completely like whole, independent. Like we're all good on our own. We don't need to accomplish anything. We don't need to like get somebody. We don't need to get something to like feel like fulfilled or feel accomplished. Like from the moment you're born, like you're already like a human being. Like you're already perfect. Like congratulations. Like end the story, and then you just gotta enjoy life. Like life is funny. Like life is like a circus to me because it's just a joke. Like at work, I'm like my job is a circus, and I even said that when I used to sell cars. Like, oh, this job is a circus. Like, but I think about it, the whole life is a circus. Like we're all just running around trying to accomplish things, just really just going nowhere. Just trying to like run away from like all the fears in your head, all the anxiety in your head. So yeah, I got my three topics: dating apps. I kind of like them now because I get to like talk about like I get travel tips, I get reading tips, and I get just mostly those two. Which is great. Like I get some good book tips and nice. Then the men day down in the USA. I definitely agree with that. Then the American Athletic Conference. Like there's some really good football teams in this conference. So football, basketball. If you ever see an American Athletic Conference, like let's watch. Let's see how they do and it's competitive. I bet from like first place to 10th place, like all these teams are like close because all these teams got some things going for them. Anybody can beat anybody. I don't know so much about football, but I know in basketball. All these teams, American, they all play very slow, like a slow pace, like a lot of defense, kind of like slower styles. They're like really patient. They try to get a good shot off. So they're like professional. Like they're not messing around. They're just like running. They're kind of like a couple teams are very fast paced, but overall the conference is pretty slow paced, very methodical. So I think that was one I remember. I'm going off memory. It's like a few months ago. I was looking at basketball. Playing a lot of college basketball, so I know like all like how quick the conferences go, like how they play. I think this was one of a lot of these teams are slow. There were a couple of teams that were very fast, but overall the conference is kind of on the slower side. American Athletic Conference. So yeah, I'm watching that football game. Every time I look to see it, it's always on a commercial break. I made a matcha video. My frother I cannot figure out, and I still haven't figured it out. The battery's still in it. Maybe I can accomplish getting the battery out while I'm on camera. I think it's a good way to be productive. I need to get the Duracell. Look, there's battery in here. I should be able to get this out. No problem. I pulled it out. The problem is there's a battery at the bottom, and I'm supposed to use this thing to pull it out, but I didn't put it in. So I'm going to try to use like a knife to get it out. So I don't want to break this machine, and I'm actually really kind of worried that this battery's going to be stuck in here for like a very long time. Oh, never mind. Look, I did it. I got I'm so happy right now. I got the battery out. I just had to like go like that and it came out. I really thought it was enough. Like I really thought it was gonna be stuck in there forever. So let me see. I actually have a surprise for you on this podcast. If you're still listening, God bless you. Like I always tell you guys, make sure to watch a podcast or whatever on 1.15 speed. You maybe 1.2 speed. Just speed it up. Just like get the information into your brain and call it a day. Because I listen to a lot of people. I just speed it up to get it into my brain. I got this frother right here. I bought batteries at the store. I just need to figure out where I put the bag. Put it right here. If I can find some batteries. Like I got these apples at the store, a whole bag of apples because I want to go apple picking, but I don't know where to go. So I got them right at shop right across the street. So I got a bunch of apples for the week. So ever before work, I'm hungry. I need some like glycogen in my system. I'm gonna use those. Unfortunately, I think I already put the batteries away, but I think I know where I put them. Oh, the one thing I wanted to do today. So I already accomplished everything today, but I did want to organize like my laundry. Like I have clothes all over the floor, so I kind of want to fold them and put them away. And that's my goal for after this podcast is over. Hopefully the audio there wasn't too bad. I feel like the audio on this microphone is pretty like not great. Like it's okay. But maybe I'll upgrade when I get some money. I'll upgrade my podcast situation to get a better microphone. But for now, I'm really just trying to get in the habit of doing it every day, and I'm getting better at it. I'm getting a little better. I feel a little more comfortable today. But today I'm really feeling good. Friday. What did I do today? After work, I went to this Mediterranean, what is it, Middle Eastern, Egypt area. I don't know, like a crepe place, halal Habib, but they're like Mediterranean stuff. I tried grape leaves today. Grape leaves are like I guess this Greek thing, but it's like a grape leaf. It's like kind of tastes like I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like I don't know an olive. there's like rice inside the grape leaves, and you dip it in like the tzatziki sauce. So I had grape leaves for the first time. They smelled like, I don't know, kind of strong and not great, the grape leaf. But when I ate a bunch, and like it was actually pretty filling, which I like filling because I get full. And it was also pretty good. So grape leaves, if you want to give them a try, you might like them, you might not. Then I had like, what's it called, falafel, like a falafel gyro. Like it was like I was full after. Like I was like, I was really hungry. I got two things. I'm really full. And after that, there was a smoothie king next door, so I got a smoothie because it's like free upsize Friday. You get like a free upsize on the smoothie. Still expensive though those smoothies, but like $10. But I got a orange. What's orange? The pumpkin. I got a pumpkin smoothie because it's the fall. So I was like, let me get the fall smoothie. So I got pumpkin. I got banana. I got dates in it. It was a really good smoothie. Like really happy. I think I finished it. I wish I didn't finish it because I wish I still had it right now. But yeah, it's like a really good day today. Like some days you'll see me on here, I'll be like, oh yeah, work got me tired. Like these kids are so annoying. But other days you'll see me like I'll be in a good mood, and like that's a good representation of life. Like you ever listen to a podcast or a video, and the person is always like happy? It's like because they're being fake, you know. But it's like they're always happy, or they're always like a certain persona because they gotta fake it and they gotta be that persona. I'm not trying to fake it. I'm just trying to be my real persona. So some days you'll see me, I'll be happy. Some days like today, I'm pretty happy. I'm like high energy. Some days you'll see me, I'll be like, oh, sad. Like, oh, I'm not sad, but like low energy, like at a, maybe a little frustration. I don't really get angry. I get like maybe a little frustrated. And like for now, I gotta put batteries in because I can't remember which way to put the battery in. Maybe I get some instructions. Oh, I found instructions. Oh, this day, see, this is just a good day overall. Like a really good day. Like everything's just working out for me. I put the first battery in with the plus thingy facing towards the back of the device. I'm gonna do that. I got the string underneath. So I got that. I think it's gonna be easier to take the battery out now, and the opposite for this one. Let's see. Oh my god, it worked. Friday. I was telling you guys in the post, like I love Fridays. It's the weekend. I'm excited as hell. It's not even 9 o'clock, and I got plans tomorrow morning. And look at this. Oh, I fixed it, but look, I gotta hold it. Wow, that's powerful too. Ow. Wow, look at that. So I'm gonna make some matcha tomorrow. I actually don't think I'm gonna make matcha tomorrow. I think I'm making green tea. I got my ice cube maker. Like it's a great day. I got everything today. I went to ShopRite. I got my spring water. I got some apples, and then I got my Amazon order. I got natural 200 sorry, with my toothbrush, and I got stainless steel ice tray. So I'm gonna start making green tea. I'm gonna make green tea. I won't even need this tomorrow. But guess what? I figured it out. These two batteries that I tried to use a frother for, I think they're no good. So I'm gonna get rid of them. So yeah, overall, it's like a really good day. Like I said, some days you gotta be happy. Some days you're gonna be like not happy and sad, but like high energy, low energy. I'm always good vibes. Like even when I'm quiet, like I'm good vibes. But this is high energy, low energy. Like I think the other day I was low energy, like early in the morning. Today's Friday night. You're high energy. You're watching football. Like I feel great. I got this frother working. I got natural spring water. Like I can't get over it. Like that's what I mean. Like finding a woman that can be grateful for like the little things in life is like difficult. Like they always want to like do some crazy thing, like freaking I don't know, travel 24/7 or like women like being distracted, but like sometimes they get so distracted that they can't see like enjoy like just the little things in life, like the trees or nature, or live in the moment, or just relax and be still. So it's sometimes difficult for them, but not all of them. Some are fine, you know. But overall, for me, like great day today. Like wow, really nice. In terms of this podcast, I'm kind of like I don't want to like I'm enjoying myself. Like I don't want to get off this podcast. I'm sure I'll find something to talk about because everybody out there, if you like let your thoughts flow through whatever with unfiltered, like you can talk for hours. Because think about how many thoughts go through your brain in a whatever in a in a day, like a million, even in a second. So if you let them go a little bit, like let go, surrender, you can talk literally forever. I was at the restaurant today. I was looking at pictures of the pyramids. I was like, wow, these pyramids are like so insane. They're like I don't know, 80 feet tall, and they built like 80 pyramids, and it's like they built them. I'm gonna make a post about it, but like I don't understand how people built these pyramids because like each block weighs like I think 2 tons, and you got to build a whole layer 2 tons and like 50 stories, so it's like 2 tons, like on top of 2 tons, on top of 2 tons, like keep going up, and like I'll try to explain better in the post. But if you really think about it, like a human being, like just like pulling, like I see in my history book, just pulling a brick or like a stone on wheels to get the base, and then doing it uphill, like does not make sense to me. I don't understand like somebody can explain it to me. Like if you're watching this podcast, explain it to me in the comments how the workers built the pyramids. Like honestly, like if you, especially if you've ever been to the pyramids, like they're so tall. The bricks are so like, tell me honestly, like, how did they just pull all these things, and where do they come from, and like, how do they get them up? Because I saw an article recently, like there was some type of hydraulic system to get, because not only were the things 2 tons, there were interior beams that are like 15 tons inside these pyramids. So I was like, how do they put a 15-ton beam and lift it up right? And it's like, the article I read is like a hydraulic system, and it's really interesting. It was like, apparently there was no machinery back then, but like, was there? It's like history is like, getting like, changed and deleted, and it's just like, what's going on? Like, how did a human being, pull the stone up the pyramid? It's like, someone explain it to me. But honestly, explain it to me. Like, how did they do that? I don't get it. But yeah, the restaurant was good. I'm like eating really Mediterranean recently. Like, what is it, pita bread, like hummus, like grape leaves were good. I'll start having those, some gyros or whatever, like some falafel or whatever. And like, yeah, I've been eating a lot of it recently. I'll post some pictures of it. Yeah, I mean, I had a long week. I was kind of down this week, but I'm pretty up right now, so it's good. I'll post about this cafe I went to. It was like a pink cafe. Like, it was really girly, like feminine. Everything was pink. Like, I walked inside, I was like, oh my god, how is everything in here pink? The walls, the freaking floor is white. It has this pink couches, pink table. I was like, oh my goodness, like, how is everything so pink, like girly? Like, this is jarring. Like, I was like taken aback. Like, I was like, oh my god, like my eyes were really, really confused. I never seen that before. It took me like 30 seconds to a minute to, like, adjust and like settle into all the pink. Once I fell into the olive pink, like, I was like, oh, it's a nice little interior space, like really colorful. I just got like a latte, a matcha there, and just, I was in between jobs, so I just got a matcha to drink and just relaxed there. I was like, oh, I'm really in my feminine here. I'm at a pink cafe. Everything's like girly and teal, and it's like, huh, this is how this is what girls like, I guess. I'm like, I mean, I like the colors too, but I don't know, very pink, but whatever floats your boat. It was nice. Get into my feminine spirit, so it was a good time. And yeah, I mean, I really don't see a limit in terms of how long I should go with this podcast, but I do want to do some laundry, get my clothes away, because like I was saying before, my one weakness in terms of like life or house care is like organizing, cleaning. Like, I guess in a way I'm a guy. Like, I leave dishes in the sink. I don't really organize stuff. I kind of like put it all there, but it's not really like super organized. But it's not bad for a guy. And then my clothes, I try to do a good job keeping them like folded in their right spot. But I go a few days, like, running in and out the house, and I just gotta go here, go there, and I leave stuff on the floor. If you do that every day for like 4 or 5 days, eventually you got a whole bunch of stuff on the floor, and it's like, oh, you got grocery bags on the floor. I got my Amazon package on the floor. I got clothes in here, clothes in there, clothes in the bathroom. So it's like, yeah, and I got company tomorrow, so it's like I should probably pick those clothes up. And yeah, hopefully I can maybe get a few sound bites from this podcast. I'll put the long form on YouTube, and again, hopefully, you guys got some insight on here. I'm telling you, it's very therapeutic to maybe journal, maybe even like, yeah. The funny thing is, like, I'm journaling on here. You think, oh, why are you putting it out to the public? But it's like, you know what? Think about it theoretically. Like, people pay to go see a mental like therapist or whatever, which is okay, like to talk to someone, but that's nice. Theoretically, if I post a blog, podcast, whatever, I can post on the internet. I can be like, hey, all the therapists out there, all you 100,000 therapists, how about you all give your opinion on it, and I'll go with the overall consensus about like how I can improve my mental health, even though I feel like phenomenally mentally healthy and phenomenally physically healthy. But any like, therapists out there, like, I'm just gonna journal on here, be like, yeah, instead of paying one of you for one of your opinion, how about I just throw it all out there, I get the consensus. Like, that's the best way to do it. I'm crowdsourcing. I'm just like, whatever ideas you got, for anything I say, whatever ideas you got, just put in the comments. Be like, I give you advice for this. Do it this way, or oh, I think you're wrong, and I'll be like that. But it's funny. Somebody think I'm wrong. I'll be like, all right, you say your opinion. I listen to your opinion. I'll be like, oh, it doesn't resonate with me. Maybe my opinion doesn't resonate with you. But I like to leave it at that. I'll be like, all right, let's talk about something different. Whatever. I'm over this topic anyway. Like, right away, like that. Like, I don't want to argue with nobody. Like, arguing is a waste of time. Like, trying to change anybody's mind is a waste of time. So don't even be bothering spending your time trying to change somebody else's mind. People try to change the world, but like changing the world, imagine how hard it is to change the world. How hard it is to change one person if they believe something. Like, you can give them some ideas, and if they're open minded, it might like spark something in them, and they might open up to that idea. A lot of people who say they're open minded are actually very closed minded. They're only like open to certain ideas, but if you give them a different idea outside of their closed little box, like they freak out, like they panic. So yeah, that is what it is. yeah, closed-minded people, but they say they're open-minded, but they're really closed-minded. Like you say, oh, they'll freak out. It's like, oh, so you're not really open-minded, which is fine. Just say that, you know, I thought I was open-minded, but really I've discovered from you saying something that I'm actually very closed-minded. Because if somebody says something and you get upset by it, that means you're very closed-minded. That means you're not willing to at least, engage or listen to a topic without freaking out. Because panicking, freaking out like over words is like a very like unhealthy, mentally unhealthy sort of like thing to do. So keep that in mind. So if you're doing that, maybe you do need a therapist, but there's a good chance that therapist will help you. The better therapist would probably be me. I could probably help you more than that type of therapist. Or like I was saying before, you should just post your anything you freak out about or anything you're like panicking, anxiety. Just post a video of yourself. Like all the therapists in the world can combine their knowledge and give you a consensus. Like I think that's a crowdsourcing. I think that's a better way to do it. So yeah, that's a novel idea. I just think through things. I got my avocado here. I got the football game on. And I think North Texas, good football team. They're not ranked. They're winning 21-14. Close game. Second, not even halftime. College football game takes like 4 hours. It's out of control. They need to like run the clock more. It's way too long. Let's make it 3 hours. Let's stop stopping the clock. Every first down, let the clock run on a first down. Let's do this game. Let's limit the TV timeouts. I know they need their money, their commercial money. I guess I get it. If they get away with it, they get away with it. Because I was going to mention that too in the podcast. I went to a Rutgers football game, I guess, a few weeks ago, and it was a decent time. Like, they stopped the clock so much for commercial breaks. And for first downs, it's like by halftime, I'm literally already tired because that's already an hour and a half in. By third quarter, I'm really tired because that's 2.5 hours in. And I'm like, it was even a close game. And I'm like, I get bored. Like, I really like sports and I really like, especially like seeing live sports. When it takes that long, I kind of get bored. I'm like, I left in the third quarter. If I was watching this game, it's a close game. I would still leave in the third. I might even leave at halftime. Like if somebody invites me to a game like Rutgers or it's like a big school like Penn State, like I will go. I will go again, but always in the first quarter. I'm like, maybe I should have stayed home. Maybe I should have watched this game on TV. I don't know. I just get bored. I don't know. Maybe I think what it is I'm around people, which is energizing. At first, energizing being around all these people in the crowd, but then it just wears me down slowly. Like listening to these people like yelling, like just dumb things about sports. Like these guys are playing against each other. They're both very high caliber athletes, like way more athletic, like 3 times more athletic than you, and you're drinking like whatever, and like you're out of shape, and it's like they're way more athletic than you, and here you are yelling at them to like catch the ball or like run faster, and like you don't understand like why would you ever listen to somebody who's not as athletic as you, which I'm sure the players don't, nor should they. But it's just like hearing these dumb things like, can we just watch the game? I know we're rooting for a certain team, but like, can we just watch the game, see how it goes, and just relax as fans instead of cheering on every play? Again, I think differently. People think I'm weird, but like let's just watch the game. Let's just enjoy. I'm gonna still root for my team to win. But let's not make a big deal out of every little thing and start berating the players because they do one little thing wrong or that's this and that. So yeah, I'll go to another football game. I'm just saying I get kind of bored. But North Texas, they're unranked, but they're 5-0. Oh my goodness, this guy fumbled on the kickoff, the punt, and then he got cracked. And then the other team got the ball. So for me, that might be one of the worst things that could happen in like football. Like you're trying to catch the kickoff, but you're expected to catch. You drop the ball, you get hit really hard, and then you got to try to get up to get the ball back, and then you see the other team gets it, and your whole team is pissed off at you because they have good field position. They might get a touchdown. You might have blown the game for them. Like that got to be the worst feeling in football. Getting hit hard after you fumble the ball. This guy got cracked. Jesus Christ. Damn. Yeah, football's a violent sport. Like, you gotta respect these guys. They go out there, they get hit. So like, have some respect. Like it's a tough sport to play. So I gotta say that. Whether it's college, professional, high school, even the little kids, the pee wee, like they're out there, they're getting hit. If they're putting their body out there, give them some encouragement. It's not easy. Don't be yelling at them all the time. Be like, oh, you should have did this, you should have did that. Well, yeah, they're getting hit really hard. So let's keep that in mind. So who got that fumble? I think South Florida has the ball, so they were the favorites to win, I guess, because they're 24th ranked. So they got the ball. They're going in. They're probably going to get a touchdown. They're probably going to tie this game at halftime. So more than likely, we're going to have a tie football game at halftime, which is what else can you ask for? It's Friday night. It's a good night. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to watch the second half. I should probably, it's 9 o'clock. I got to do laundry. I should probably read more than I'm watching TV. I'm going to do that. Get ready for tomorrow. I'm going to have a good day tomorrow. Definitely going to have a good morning tomorrow because, I'm excited to see this girl, so it's gonna be a good morning for sure. And then the afternoon, I think the afternoon is gonna be really good too. It might be a little chillier, but a fall afternoon, I can walk around my town, nice town to walk around, or I don't know, maybe do a fall activity, maybe find some apple picking somewhere. I just bought like 30 apples at ShopRite. I can still find an apple picking somewhere. I find someone to go with, but if not, all good. I'll just walk around. Then I'll maybe play some soccer on my own. I don't know, just see what's going on. And 40 minutes into the podcast, I feel like if I had a guest on this podcast, I could do like hour and a half podcast. I feel like by myself I could if I wrote down a couple more topics, but I only wrote down 2 topics. I also wrote down a third topic about talk about the American Athletic Conference. Don't forget about that conference. They're pretty good. Football, basketball, probably all the sports. D1, they're a good D1 conference. They might be right below. I know SEC, Big 10, Big 12. What's ACC? What's after that? I think it's American Athletic Conference. Some other conferences might argue with me, and there are other good conferences out there below those big major ones. But I don't know. American Athletic Conference might be the next best one underneath that one. Off the top of my head, if I had to guess, they got some good schools there. Like they're into sports. I'm sure they obviously recruit well. I'm sure they have a good relationship with the big high schools because yeah, they have some good football teams, good basketball teams. So on an ending note, I'm just grateful, and I'm sure everybody out there is grateful. Like we have a weekend ahead of us. Friday is for me is always the best day because you got the whole thing to look forward to. But don't try to look forward. Try to live right here in the moment. Every moment you wake up, Saturday morning, enjoy Saturday morning. Live in the moment. Go with your breath. Obviously I struggle with that too. Like throughout the day, I was at the park today. I was like, let me live in the moment. Like let me put my phone away. Let me not think about what I got to do. Let me not think about my podcast. Let me not think about my chores or watching TV or what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Let me just sit at this park. So I was doing a couple hours ago. Just look at the clouds. And I was like, wow, it was amazing. And I did a decent job of just being in the moment, looking at the water, looking at the trees, looking at the horizon. So I got to keep that going as much as possible. The more you're able to stay in the moment, the more at peace, the happier you're gonna be. But easier said than done. But you always bring yourself back. The real key. Obviously, there are a lot of keys that I'm sure I'll talk about in other podcasts or podcasts before. About the ego, about letting go, about surrendering, and just understanding that we're all connected. There's no need to feel lonely. There's no need to feel you know. There's actually no need to feel fear. Anxiety. If you're in anxiety, you're like the same thing. Anxiety is like fear about the future. You're worried. It's a tough state to be in. Like I was in that state for like the first like 30 years of my life. I'm 30 now, and I was like, I guess not when I was a kid. I was not worrying in peace, but you grow up. The world wants you to worry about this, that, everything. But not anymore. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I really don't worry about much. Not many fears, not much anxiety. But yeah, I'm mentally healthy. I'm physically healthy. So if anybody wants advice, like I should be, a therapist or a counselor. I'm not gonna go get a degree. Just hit me up, advice. I'll probably get free advice for a little bit. I should probably be a coach. I'm gonna be a coach and give paid advice. I'll start like I don't know, cheap, like $10, $20. Talk to me however long you want. I'll give you free advice for that much money. But you want I'll get free advice for now. So if you're gonna take advice from somebody, why are you gonna take advice if somebody's like, if you want to go on a diet, are you gonna take advice from somebody that's overweight and unhealthy? I would say probably not. Like I think for me personally, I would take advice from somebody who's in really good shape or is really healthy or is really good like vitals. And same thing with like dating. You're gonna take dating advice from somebody who's I don't know if you're a guy, if the guy is dating like unattractive women, are you gonna take advice from him or are you gonna take advice from somebody who's dating attractive women, like a bunch of them? I feel like I would rather take advice from somebody who's dating a bunch of attractive women. And like if you're a guy, you're gonna take advice from a woman who's not dating women, who has, never dated women if she's straight. And it's like, no, I probably take advice from a guy who's trying to get the women. Like it's just natural. And like for me, I feel like very mentally healthy. So like, you're gonna take advice from me, somebody who's mentally healthy, or you're gonna go to somebody who's mentally unhealthy and like unstable, and take advice from them. Because like a lot of therapists are like the people that go through the worst things in life and they traumas, and they think they get over it, but they really don't. And like they're in their own misery and they're struggling on their own therapist, and they're going through all this. I'm sure they're mentally pretty unhealthy. Listen to all these people's problems too. So it's like if you're gonna listen to mental health advice, don't you want to listen to mental health advice from somebody who's very mentally strong and healthy? Like I would think that's normal. I would think you want to take advice from people who are doing well. So yeah, like I'm physically in good shape. Like I'm sure my skin. I should give skincare advice. Like I think my skin is like I don't know, like no acne for the most part. So skincare, hair care. My hair is pretty good. Like I'm in good shape, mentally healthy. Yeah, I feel like I'm just as good as to give advice as really anybody else. I don't care if I got a degree or no degree. Like personal experience is better than everything. So I'll give free advice, but that's okay if nobody wants it. I'll just give it to whoever. Like I give it to this, this camera, whoever wants to listen to it. I talk to people in person, give it to them. Talk to people on these dating apps. I'll give them free advice if they ask me. Sometimes they don't ask me. I'll even throw some advice. I start doing voice memos now. Instead of texting the girls, I do voice memos because like texting, like I don't got time to text no one no more because I communicate with like a decent amount of people. So I was like, if I'm talking to like somebody on a dating app, I like to use the voice memo. So I just talk like this to the girl. I convey way more information in a shorter period of time. I'm like, let me do these voice memos, and usually the girls respond with the voice memo too because they like talking. So it's just way more like I feel like efficient to just go through it as a voice memo and get a bunch of things out, and then they reply with a bunch of things instead of just texting. Oh, hey, like one question, they respond, then another question, and they respond. They ask you a question, and you respond. I think the voice memo is a lot better. That's how I learned all my stuff. Like I was telling you before, like all my information about traveling, reading. Those are the main things. Staying home. Yeah, I was talking to this one girl, and like what she says was kind of resonating with me. Like she traveled the world, but now she's like a homebody. Like she likes to stay at home. So it's like I feel that's a common thing. Like these girls like travel the world, they see the world, but then you realize like you can do that forever. But like it's nice, it's great. You got to see all these things. Like congratulations, but there's like you're still like missing the fulfillment. Like the reason you went in the first place was to chase something, like maybe fulfillment, but you never got it. And which is so you got to learn somehow, But then they come back, and then eventually it's like, oh, I just want to relax, maybe start a family, maybe just stay at home, and it's like find fulfillment in the calm, the peaceful life, Like we're supposed to be at peace, We're not supposed to be like running around like chickens or whatever. We're supposed to be at peace. So I mean, it's great to travel and see all these things, but it's like if you do that, eventually you realize like what was I running from? What was I running for? It's like why can't I just stay like somewhere nice for a little while and just be at peace with myself instead of just having to distract myself with all these things? And it's like, yeah, I read something interesting the other day that like women they always need distraction, which is I guess makes sense because that's why they're always wanting to travel and go to concerts, go do things, go do stuff like that. Like it resonates a lot with me. Like they do always want to be distracted, and I'm sure there's some men too, but like men like they generally seek solitude and peace and their own thoughts and kind of like learning and self-developing things along that nature, sort of like their pursuits and learning things deeply, and the solitude is a big one. So it's like, yeah, and then women like generally like to distract themselves, but obviously there's it's never, that's just general. I'm sure there's women who like their solitude from their whole life, and there's men who are always seeking distraction as well. Probably, I mean, overall, probably many humans are out there just seeking distraction to like avoid their thoughts, their anxieties, their fears. Because when you have those things, everybody, what they do is all like, let me go out, let me like drink this, let me eat this, let me watch this, instead of like just sitting with their thoughts and like watching them and like trying to understand like what's going on inside you. Like nobody in society recommends like, oh, look inside yourself to like figure out like what's going on, or just listening and being open to like your existence. But nobody says that nowadays. Everybody's like, oh, go marry someone, or yeah, go buy stuff, go buy a house, go buy a car, go buy new clothes, go buy the newest gadget, go buy the newest phone, go get a haircut, go do your skincare, go on a vacation, go try to get rich, go listen to music, go do this, go do that. But never ever do they want to like say, oh, go look into yourself, oh, go find the answers. The answers are within. Like you're perfect the way you are. Why do you need to go do everything exterior? Why do you need to go do all these things? Like because you're insecure, because you're insignificant, because if you're not good enough the way you are. And I feel like that's like what's happening. That's what everybody's doing. And then you got me, which is like I'm like content. I'm perfectly like comfortable in my own skin, like happy who I am. I'm still like learning myself as well. It's like if I get like a fancy car, like yeah, I guess I'll enjoy it. If I get a nice house, like I would enjoy it. I get nice women, like I would enjoy them, but it's not like anything I'm really chasing. It's not anything I really need. It's something if it happens, it happens. I'm just going along those lines. I don't know what the future holds. The universe does. The universe knows the future, but as the one being in the experience of it, like you don't want to know the future. You want to see how it unfolds. I'm just like seeing how everything unfolds, and I'm grateful for that. So yeah, I feel like there was some wisdom in those past couple things I say. Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy anything that comes into my life without it's attachment. Not without attaching to it because I can't hold on to it. I can't keep it forever. Everything is changing from second to second. You can't hold on to any person. You can't really. You can hold on to something nice, but if you hold on to something nice like an object, like a new car, like a new clothes, like if you hold on to those things, you can. But everybody realizes it doesn't. You get tired of that too. If it's a physical thing, like a thing, like an object, like you get tired of those. I promise you, those will bring fulfillment. The real fulfillment comes from learning yourself from the inside and learning you're already perfect and finding that inner peace of we're all connected. There's no need to be lonely, and that the universe has our best interests in mind, and like life is supposed to be enjoyed. Not taken so serious. You know, Instead of all the society, work hard, get better. You got to struggle. You got to be miserable early in your life. You got to sacrifice early in your life. It's like, who taught us that? Who taught anybody that? Whose idea was that? Because whoever's idea that was is a really good salesperson because anybody selling misery, like, working yourself to the bone, like grinding, like being uncomfortable, like sacrificing, whoever got that idea and sold it to the masses because we all believe it now is like probably the best salesperson in the world. And I would really like to meet that salesperson because they would be a billionaire because they just sold misery, they just sold struggle, they just sold everything to like Western civilization, and we just took it in stride. And now not only do we embrace it, like, well, not only do we survive with it, we embrace it and we like glorify, like, yeah, I struggled, oh, I sacrificed, oh, 40 years, oh, I freaking worked freaking 30 hours a day and now I got all this money. And it's like, you guys should all do the same thing to the next generation. It's like, who told us that? Who said we had to struggle? Like, everything we have is already here. Everything we already need, we already have inside of us. Like, we're perfect the way we are and we're at peace. But I mean, still, we got to work. We still got to get a job. But like, yeah, do the job. But like, don't like obsess over it. Don't make your whole identity. Like, I can tell these people that work all the time, like they work like 80-hour weeks or whatever, and then they make it in life in their 40s and 50s. And they identify so much with their job. It's like, this is who I am. This job is who I am. But to me, it's like, oh, I guess you're not comfortable with who you were before. You need to get this job and like show off, or like show your status, show your success. It's like, oh, you need to freaking make yourself miserable and like basically submit yourself to like other people to like work like crazy hours when you were young to get this whole thing. You identify with it, and I'm like, great for you. You got a whole lot of money. You probably got like whatever. I got a wife and like some kids, but it's like great for you. But it's like, dang, at what cost? And now you identify with this job, and it's like, what are you doing when you don't have this job anymore? You have like identity crisis, which is really just realizing that you don't have any identity. Like your job, your relationships is really just it's just titles. Really, I'll get into this later. I don't really feel like talking about this on a Friday night. I'm trying to keep things lighthearted. So I guess when I'm in a more like serious mood, I guess I'll talk more about it. But I'm in a good mood this Friday. 15-minute podcast, talking a whole lot about nothing, I guess. But what else do podcasts talk about? A whole lot about nothing. I feel more comfortable in front of the camera. I guess going forward with this podcast, I should probably have more topics in mind than just what I've been talking about. I got some water, natural spring water. I'm gonna get some more. But it's Friday. Let's enjoy the weekend. I might do on Saturday. I might do on Sunday for a podcast. But main thing is for me enjoying the weekend. So maybe I'll do my podcast Monday through Friday, maybe a few days a week, maybe a few weekdays, maybe on the weekends too if I got time. Maybe not on the weekends if I'm enjoying my weekend. So it's just gonna be on a play-by-play basis. So yeah, take it easy, guys. Enjoy.